listening to our speeches. You will soon hear your name announced. And finally, take that exciting walk across the to be handed that coveted diploma that symbolizes all your hard work and effort. Each year, the College of Health Professions continues to grow, now educating more than 1,600 students this year. Your degree will lead to a future that helps ensure your security while benefiting the world. The mission of the College of Health Professions is to educate and challenge diverse students in the health professions to be leaders, innovators, and lifelong learners who will positively impact local, national, and global health. Our core values, our commitment to quality care, cultural competence, innovation, integrity, interprofessional collaboration, and scholarship. I hope you will continue to center these values in your career, and that in your work you will bring humility and a focus on equity and justice. You graduate from a university that has always and continues to center our students' success and is mindful of your future professional lives. For those of you who will soon be sitting licensure exams, I hope you will use your study skills well one more time and pass them with flying colors the first time. This may be your final stage of higher education, or it may be the next of more steps. It is cliche but true that all of us are best served when we continue to learn and grow and are open to new experiences. We in the College of Health Professions are proud and even in awe of all you have achieved these past few years. Be the ones to see us through future crises and challenges, locally, nationally, and worldwide. You will be the ones creating policies, educating the public, and providing quality and compassionate care. I hope you work within systems of healthcare for incremental improvement, and that you will advocate for systemic change. I hope you will educate your families, friends, and neighbors about the profound role of structural and social determinants of health that affect all of us, regardless of privilege. You are our future leaders in healthcare. Please join me in saluting our students. And now I turn over to my colleague, Dr. Jonathan Hill, the Dean of the Seifenberg School of Computer Science and Information Systems.
Thank you, Dean Ty. And hello, dear graduates, parents, partners, children, friends. It is indeed a pleasure to be here with you on this special day. It is such an honor because Seidenberg students are always such compelling people, talented, motivated, ambitious, creative, resilient, and dare I say, unconventional. Today's ceremony is the culmination of all that you have worked for. Your class, your classes, the class of 2020, the class of 2021, and certainly the class of 2022 have been called upon to show the kind of resilience and perseverance that only happens during times of national crisis and global emergency. Today we recognize your hard work and study. We celebrate the fact that we can once again be together in person. We celebrate not just the degree that you've worked so hard to earn, but also the fact that you've persevered against great challenges to do so. You've made it. So this graduation, the coming together of three classes is special. Perhaps the most special that I've ever participated in. And as a student, a parent, a professor, I've been to a lot of graduations. Being here at the National Tennis Center reminds us all that life is a sport. At the Seidenberg School, we teach you that technology is a team sport. and that the best solutions are the ones developed by diverse teams. We also stress that technology is a global sport, and that your lab partners, as well as the colleagues that you will soon meet in your new jobs, are as likely to be in Pune, or Singapore, or Sao Paulo as they are to be in the office next year. It came to pace from Staten Island, El Paso, or the Upper East Side. You are succeeding in an international team sport. The time you spent on Zoom was not in vain, because you used technology to learn technology. And you showed how that, even in the toughest times, technology can gather and keep us moving forward. You are part of a generation that has been uniquely prepared and that will make unique contributions in our discipline to the world. With this unique preparation, you now head out into a world that presents great degree in technology and in health professions. Can you imagine what will happen when healthcare and technology professionals work together? You will save the world. As your focus moves to your career, there is tremendous emphasis on landing not just any job, but a job that allows you to solve meaningful problems and compensates you fairly. As you advance in your career, you will be presented with many kinds of opportunities to exchange your experience and education for money. When facing your choices, you will think a lot about what kind of work will be best for you. Trying to find that balance between professional advancement and your personal values will always be hard. But you are the driving force behind your own decisions. And whatever you pick, know that no choice is the wrong one. Your life will change in the most surprising ways, and you may find yourself doing something you never thought possible. Just remember, the people you choose to surround yourself with will serve as a guide and sounding board when the time comes to make those big decisions. Take a look at the wonderful people sitting around you this afternoon. They are the best place to start. And ultimately, relationships are the key. The greatest strength and long-time value of your PACE degree is the people with whom you share the educational experience. Your families here today supported you and helped make your PACE degree possible. Thank them. We certainly do. As of today, you become part of an impressive group of people that numbers in hundreds of thousands. One of the great strengths is in how our alumni support each other, advocate for each other, and through professional success after professional success, consistently prove to the world that a PACE education is a great education. Cherish what you learned today and hold on to this best part of your degree. The relationships and people you have met here at PACE, and the relationships that you have yet to make with the alumni, past and future, who share so much in common with you and will be there to help you through your life, professionally and personally. So, on behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and alumni, both here and around the world, congratulations and very best wishes on your graduation. Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce the commencement speakers for the College of Health Professions. Please welcome Juliana, Francois, and Brianna.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start off by thanking KID for welcoming me onto the stage and extend a warm welcome to the families, friends, and faculty who came here to celebrate this remarkable moment with us. My name is Juliana. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, and I was part of the health science program with a concentration in pre-nursing. I'm sure I can vouch for a majority of my peers and say this was not an easy journey. We have dealt with the many challenges of this transition, the strenuous workload, the long hours dedicated to school, balancing a job, and even for the dreaded commute. Along with that, we have the occasional, can I squeeze in one more episode of our favorite series? Or when procrastination decided to creep on us, the list of excuses that came with it. You know those days where you had work to do at 11:59 p.m. or if you had one of those professors at 5:59. Some of us are guilty of starting that work the day before, or if you were brave enough, the day of. However, no matter what those circumstances were, it was all worth it. We all had a dream when we came here, and we decided to chase it. Take a look around. Look at where you are right now. Look at how far you've gotten. We can't forget we have endured through an entire pandemic, and even though the adjustment was difficult, we prevailed. Instead of giving up, we decided to keep moving forward despite all odds. For me, I knew it wouldn't be possible without the help of my amazing family. My grandmother, my mother, my father, my two sisters, Jessica and Juliana, and my brother Joshua, my great friends Franz, Kayla, and Maria, and the wonderful peers I met along the way. I also couldn't express enough gratitude to Professor Scalzo, Professor Brown, Dr. Gallo, and Dr. Kindness, and for helping me. The funny thing is that we all experience similar challenges, and yet we all have a unique journey in life. I've come to learn that the only thing stopping us from greatness is you. I can't promise you the journey will be easy, but whenever you feel like you can't keep going, or you're doubting yourself, take a deep breath, take a step back, and look at where you are right now. Look at how far you've gotten. Don't ever stop reaching for your dreams, because when you start doing that, you're holding yourself back from being the best you can be. It's okay to fail. It's okay to cry, but it's the getting back up and trying again part where true strength and perseverance lie. I want to wish you all the best. I know we can handle whatever life throws at us. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2021. With that, I would like to now introduce our next student speaker, Brianna.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Awesome. First off, I want to thank you so much, Juliana, for that wonderful speech. It was truly inspiring, as well as the amazing folks that made this ceremony absolutely possible. That said, if you know one thing about me, there's one question I like to ask the crowd, and that is, how much does a polar bear weigh? Some people may say 200 pounds or maybe even 300 pounds, but I like to say it's enough to break the ice. Hi everyone, my name is Brianna McKinley, and that's my solo play of Breaking the Ice before speaking in front of the amazing class of 2022, 2020, and 2021. When sitting down to write this speech, many memories and people popped into my head that made a difference during our time here at PACE. For example, some memories have included late night study sessions, dancing to the Macarena, or crowding around the bonfire during homecoming night. Our families that have supported us and the friends that we found along the way are truly the ones that helped make our experience here at PACE extraordinary. That said, if I said all the names of the people who made a difference in our journeys, we would be here till closing and miss our dinner reservations. But I do want to give a quick shout out to my amazing study group, Viv, Ty, Sammy, Gina, Kate, Allie, Natalie, Kaylee. I love you all. You guys are amazing. Richard Baldwin, everyone is amazing. So shout out to you all. While each and every one of you has made and had memories of people or events that made a difference in your hearts, I want to call on you and ask, what made a difference in your experience here at PACE? Take a second to think. It's amazing to see all the smiles that appear on each one of your faces as you remember. Each one of us has taken a different path to get to this day. Some people chose to invest in sports, or clubs, or academics, or the friends they found along the way. But each of us has that purpose. Maybe your purpose included staying active or involved, or in my case, staying till 4 a.m. cram studying. But for many of us here, our purpose is to help others in this world. either of you in computer science and technology, shout out to our Seidenberg, or to my fellow friends in the College of Health Professions for the care that we provide for our communities. Special shout out to my nursing people. Throughout all these crazy years at PACE, there's been many obstacles to overcome, such as the difficult exams and classes, but the true elephant in the room has been COVID-19. A perfect analogy to correlate with our stories ties with the willow tree. The willow tree has a long history of symbolism, one of which is its adaptability. The willow tree's ability to not only survive, but thrive in some of the most challenging conditions shows the powerful message of how us setters can adjust with life and persevere through it all. Our class, despite all the social pressures and challenges ranging from lockdowns to online classes, our failures and mistakes that we have learned and grown from, each of us here continue to persevere and continue our path to make a difference. Just like the willow tree, nurses persevere. Nurses play a big impact in making a difference. They're the ones who are there day and night, making sure that your families are taken care of. Despite all the challenges, their main goal is to help by making a difference in their care. A quote by Mandy Hill that sparked my love towards nursing is, "To make a difference in someone's life, you don't have to be brilliant. You don't have to be rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care." No act is too small to help others, even saying a friendly hello or giving a glass of water to someone. Everyone here has begun to create that change. Our role as nurses may include giving meds or follow-up teaching or care plans, but the true meaning behind it is to help care for others. Although we have all ended our journey here today at PACE, our next path is just begun. I hope that the lessons we have learned and the challenges we have overcome to help us continue to adapt and persevere. I know that no matter where life takes them, these amazing people that have set aside for me over these years are ready to take on the next chapters of their lives to help create and make the change in this world. If I could leave you with any advice, remember to put all that stress in the palm of your hand and throw it away to do all those amazing things. Congratulations to the class of 2022. We did it. I love you all.
All right. 2020 pandemic, you stopped.
It's my honor to introduce our commencement speakers from the Seidenberg Computers and Information System. Please welcome Kaylee Carson and Praveen Shinde.
Thank you, Daniel. Good afternoon, everyone. Gosh, if you told me when I was 18 that I would be speaking at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, I probably would have called you crazy. Back then, I was like a lot of people, shy and absolutely riddled with anxiety. Now I'm a little older, a little wiser, maybe still a little bit anxious, but most of all, I'm proud to be a graduate of PACE University. Being here at PACE taught me a lot, not just academically, but in ways that have changed the direction of my life. I came to PACE as a computer science major with a dream to develop video games. Video games have always been a passion of mine. My brother and I used to play all the time as kids. But as I went through the classes for my degree, I started to notice that I was struggling, especially when it came to the math requirements. For those of you who don't know, computer science is a math-heavy degree, and if you don't love math, you're going to be in for a bad time. Okay, let's see, where was I? After a while, I started to find myself questioning whether science was even the program for me. I found myself asking, do I even want to develop video games anymore? It was a really difficult time. I still remember the pain of failing one of my computer science finals and just feeling like I had no idea what I wanted to do anymore. How was I supposed to follow my dreams when I couldn't even pass an exam? I talked about my worries with many of my friends here, including the staff and faculty at Seidenberg. The support I received was so helpful and kept me sane throughout what felt like a hopeless time. And then in my sophomore year, I did it. I switched my major. Instead of struggling through my CS degree, I became a student of information technology. I knew I wanted to stay in technology, and thanks to the support of my friends and the people at Seidenberg, I was able to find a program that was much more suited to my interests and skill set. I still really appreciate all the people who helped me with that decision, and since I'm standing here on stage today, I get to say thank you to them. Thank you. The one big lesson I learned as a student at PACE is that it's okay to fail. Since changing my major, I found who I want to be. Because guess what? The things we thought we knew when we were 18 weren't always what's best for us. I was lucky to fail so I could find out what I really wanted to do. Yes, it was hard, but at the end of the day, that failure led me to this moment before all of you today, graduating together and celebrating our achievement. I know you all know what it feels like to fail at something, and we're all going to feel that way many times in the future. But as Henry Ford said, the only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. So my friends, I invite you to make sure that even though your education at PACE is complete, you never stop learning, because through failure, we can do the truth. Thank you. Now let me introduce our next student speaker, Praveen Shinde.
Good afternoon, everyone, and class of 2020, 21, and 2022. First of all, I want to thank my parents, my brother Anu Shinde and Shefali for all their support. Also, I want to thank Jill for giving me this opportunity to speak. I'm 100% sure she won't regret it. My name is Praveen Ram Shinde, and I'm from India. David Robert described Indians as the Italians of Asia because every man in both countries happy. Let me come again. Every man in both countries is a singer when he is happy. Every woman is a dancer when she walks to the shop at the corner. For Indians and Italians, food is the music inside the body, and music is the food inside the heart. Today, the music in my heart is graduating with a master's degree in cybersecurity from Sardenberg School. I almost didn't make it here. I was accepted to PACE in summer 2020 at the height of pandemic. Due to restrictions, all the embassies and flights out of India were suspended. It was a difficult time as I waited for months to hear something. On August 2020, on August 13, 2020, I received a surprise notice telling me to schedule an appointment for my visa. Amazingly, my visa was approved within days, and I was finally able to travel to United States just 2 days before the start of the fall 2020 semester. At that time, I never imagined I would be traveling to US for the next chapter of my life. After I stepped onto campus, I take a moment to thank faculty and staff because they have provided a safe campus at New York City and Pleasantville. Thank you, guys. Between the warm welcome from Sardenberg faculty and staff and the diversity of the many amazing students here, I felt confident I would be able to do well and even land an internship over summer. It was hard as I got rejected several times. But then Amazon decided to say yes, and I worked there as a security engineer intern. So always remember, when one door closes, another opens. Yes. So yeah, during my time as a student at PACE, I served as a graduate assistant, training students in cybersecurity, networking, and robotics. Sharing my knowledge with others was my way of contributing to society. As Margaret Fuller said, if you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it. Congratulations for graduating with me today. Your resilience is what has got you this far, and now let's keep going. Thank you.
Thank you to all of the wonderful student speakers. Now, let's get started on the degrees. Dr. Sharon Wexler, Dr. Jason Slayer, and Dr. Rhonda Manabel, please rise to assist with the doctoral candidates and presentation of the scrolls from the College of Health Professions. Will the faculty please rise to present the doctoral degree candidates from the College of Health Professions? Will the Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing and the Nursing Practice candidates from the class of 2020, 2021, and the class of 2022 please rise and come to the stage.
Dr. Nadine Lindsay.
Dr. Noemi de Jesus Aponte.
Dr. Hannah Huang.
Dr. Esther Joseph Latorre.
Dr. Aissatou Kake Diallo.
Dr. Kirsty Crespo Solomon.
Dr. Chanel Freeman.
Dr. Shakire Rookwood.
Dr. Jeanette Hamilton.
Dr. Sean D. Yar.
Dr. Tiffany Marie Townsend.
Dr. Carl Ann Wanya.
Dr. Cynthia Paradiso.
Dr. Teresa Scaria.
Dr. Diana Majurai.
Dr. Keisha Thompson.
Dr. Antoinette Palmer.
Dr. Jacqueline Johnson.
Dr. Constantine Margot. Dr. Nicole James.
Dr. Yolanda Siobhan Harmon Lord.
Dr. Christelle Sharp and Dr. Kathy Dwyer. Please rise to assist in the hooding of the Seidenberg doctoral candidates.
Yes, Dr. Johnson. Like that. Alright, Dr. Yeah, congrats to all of us. Yes, congratulations to all the DNP, PhD, MSN, BSN, all the nursing degrees. You know, we did it 2020, 2021, 2022. We are here. Not letters.
Will the faculty please rise for the awarding of the
All
conference?
right, so we're gonna say we ended the live. We're gonna stay focused. Congrats. Anna? Sister? Hi. Jackie? Jackie and Johnson? Wanna say? Oh, it's good.
Okay, Dr. Ingrams are coming. Good, thank you.
You got it?
Dr. Wanda Kellogg.
Dr. Tanya Fields.
My face. They didn't watch it. I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
Dr. Michael Strobel.
Dr. Avery Leiter.